with some eye masks. This is just a good way to kind of get myself feeling a little more alert. I'm gonna do my hair, I'm gonna do my skincare, I'm gonna do really quick makeup, like the whole 9 yards. So these are my favorite eye masks. These are by Grace and Stella and just so soothing. I really love these ones. They're just kind of like that really soft, flexible material, and you just pop them on and leave them on like 15 to 20 minutes. I'll probably leave them on about half that time, but they're amazing. They're so rejuvenating. So those are on right now. Let me throw this piece away. And then we're gonna go straight into hair. I slept on my hair wet, so my hair, you're about to see it. I'm gonna take it out of this clip. We're gonna throw some keratin oil on it. This is what we're working with. This is how my hair looks like when I sleep on it wet and I don't do it. It's pretty wild and I don't know, like a lion. So this is a really cool product. This is by the brand Marie, and they're these little capsules that have argan oil in it and all kinds of other things. And I love using these on my hair. It just makes your hair smell really good. And I think it protects it as well from the heat, because I'm gonna use a hot styler here in a second. And I just twist the little top of it, and I don't use the whole capsule. So I think this is enough for like 3 times. So I just use this for, then I set it over here. So about a third of it. And then I just take it in my palms, and that's it. And then we're rubbing it through the hair. Makes your hair smell so good. It gives your hair really good shine as well. It's nice and shiny. Let's move my mirror. I noticed that's kind of, there we go. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and section up half my hair. It's about that much. And then we'll start working on it. Okay. I really wanted to I have not had a professional blowout for my hair for so long, and I feel like my hair could really use that. But my kids are on their last week of summer break, and we're hanging out today, tomorrow, and I don't have time to just go zip over and get a blowout. That's not on my to-do list. But I do have this product, which I use this all the time. This is the Tymo Ring Straightener, and it gets hot, but you can actually put your fingers on this part. You won't burn it. And then I do recommend, though, to still wear a glove when you're doing it, because your hair gets really, really hot. So here we go. So I just take my hair through it, and you just comb through, and you'll see how quickly, this will be our before side, and how quickly our after side is gonna look nice and sleek. You can comb it 2 different ways. So you can go from underneath and comb through, which is great because then you get this little like flip of your ends, or you can just comb down, whichever way you wanna do it. And I try to do my entire hair from start to finish in less than 6 minutes. That's my goal. So we'll see if I can achieve that. But this thing is great for straightening. It just makes it go really, really fast. So within like a minute, we're already looking at that difference. Also makes your hair look longer. Look at that. Okay. So I'm just gonna do the bottom part of the hair, and then we'll do the top part. And then we'll move into some more skincare, followed by some easy breezy makeup. It is a beautiful summer day here where I live. Sun is shining, and I'm gonna take my kids to go to a place where you can paint ceramics, and then they like fire it up and then you keep it. So that's gonna be our craft of the day. And then I think we're gonna do some grocery shopping, like some real fun stuff today. Probably end up in a swimming pool at some point, although I won't probably go in, but that's the plan. But I do wanna have good hair. I feel like my hair has been very neglected this summer. So I love using the Tymo ring. It just makes it easy to do it and get out the door fast. Okay, so already pretty good. There we go. And these are under $50. So they're not like a super expensive hair tool, very, very affordable. And I've had mine for so long. I mean, probably, gosh, I don't even know how many years. Maybe 6 years, 5 years. And I've dropped it. I've traveled with it. This thing is so durable. Okay, so the bottom part of my hair is pretty good. I want to work on the back like a little bit more, but as far as like getting it straight, that's pretty good. And it's only been a couple minutes of using it. So you can see how fast this thing is working. Pretty amazing. And then we used that hair serum to get it nice and shiny. Okay, so I'm gonna let this set for a little bit. We'll come back and do the top part of my hair, but let's start doing some skincare while we're waiting. Okay, so that's there. We're gonna do, whoops, I knock everything over. I'm gonna do Paula's Choice for some skincare right now. So this is a 2% liquid exfoliant and has salicylic acid in it. I just put it on a cotton swab and then I go over my face. If you have any like leftover makeup, it definitely helps get rid of that. Oops, I was wondering if I was gonna knock off my eye patch there, but it still has a little more time on it. So we're gonna put that back on. And if you ever do knock these off while you're using them, you just pop them right back on. Okay, we're gonna go around it because I wanna do the nose area. If you have any blackheads, these are really helpful. This is for that. Yeah, it's definitely harder to do it when you're wearing your eye patches. So probably wanna wear those and then do your skincare. But I'm multitasking today. I'm trying to do everything as fast as possible. You can already see, like, look at the dirt and stuff that's coming off my face. And I did like a really deep clean mask yesterday. So it just kind of shows how much stuff gets on your skin every day. All right, so using this, and then I'm gonna use it on my neck area as well. There we go. And you can use this day or night. I feel like the neck area is really where dirt loves to find itself. Okay, put that over there. And then I always like to follow up with a good, let's do a neck cream, guys. This one's really cool. Where did it go? It's up here. So this is an AH8 neck firming cream. Hold on. There's the cap. Lift it up. It has the little on-off, and we're gonna spin it to the on position, and then you squeeze the tube. Let's see if I did this right. I might have just set it to off. I think it was already in on. Okay, here we go. Try again. There it is. Okay, so when you squeeze the tube, that comes up, and then these rollers spin and put the neck cream into your skin. Isn't that cool? So you just do this like 2 minutes a day. Your neck might get a little red as you're doing it, but that goes away. And I'll probably just do like 30 seconds, but let's go. Do a little more cream so you can kind of squeeze it up. And it's like soothing, especially if you have like really tight like bands here. It feels really good. And you can even do like the back of your neck. There we go. If you're into skincare and beauty, if you haven't hit the subscribe and follow button, make sure you do so. And you can also throw some hearts and likes onto this live. Okay, so there we go. We got the neck cream rubbed in. You can see a little bit of redness in my neck. That's totally fine. Again, that's gonna go away. You can switch this back to the off position. Put the cap back on for next time. Put that up there. All right, now I did not go the full 20 minutes with my eyes. However, I'm gonna leave them on a little tiny bit more, and I'm gonna do some refreshing plumping gel. This is by the brand Kula. I love this stuff because it also has SPF 30 in it, which on a nice summer day is so important to have. So I'm just putting that on my forehead. We'll do the cheeks and the chin. And then we'll go ahead and remove my eye mask so that I can follow up with that whole area. I'm gonna do my neck as well. You always wanna do your neck and your chest. Okay, ready? Ah, refreshing eyes. Okay, so I'll show you a fun thing you can do with those too after. So let's go ahead and put the plumping gel down in here as well. And already I just feel more alert, and eye masks really work to kind of wake you up too and just make you look less tired. So I'm a huge fan. Okay, that stuff smells so good. Now, fun thing you can do. You can put these, after you're done having them on your under eye area, over your eyebrow area, and like firm up any wrinkles you may have there. I love just like playing around with these. If you want to use them on like your smile lines, you can do that. You can really put them anywhere. So I think these are super cool. It is a one-time use, so when you're done, you do toss them. So let me throw them away. Okay, let's move into some makeup. So this is a cool new product I got. This is a skin trainer. Skin trainer. It is a CC blurring cream. I have a cool foundation brush as well here. That's what it looks like when it comes out. So it looks like it has a pretty big tint, but actually it's basically sheer when it rubs in. So I just pop this on my skin, and this helps any sort of foundation or tinted moisturizer or whatever you're gonna put on. It helps it go on even smoother. So I love the smoothness that this gives your skin, and it blurs any imperfections, which is great. And then your back of your hand, if you like to use that, makes it feel so soft. Okay, so that is by a brand called Kiko Milano, and I think it's Italy's #1 makeup brand. So I love this stuff. Just started using it. And then we're gonna go for, oh, I was just wondering if I was gonna do that. I totally knocked everything over. Okay, let's try this again. Boom, 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 and boom. There we go. We're gonna go for the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, and this one has that dewy finish to it. I love that dewy finish. And the color I'm wearing is Palomino. So that's Palomino. Okay, we're gonna use the same brush we used before, and now we're just gonna put it onto the face. Super simple. There's a couple methods you can use when you're doing any sort of tinted moisturizer or foundation. You can like dab it, which is a great method, but I also don't mind just like swiping it on. You could even use your fingers. You don't have to use a brush. Brushes are optional. There we go. Now my skin looks great. Has that dewy finish. Any imperfections are kind of like blurred. So I love that. And this has SPF in it as well. So now I have a double dose. We did SPF 30 underneath, and then this one has SPF 30 as well. So 2 hits of SPF 30, which is great. We'll put that back up there. All right, let's get the top part of my hair a little more worked on, and then we'll come back and do eye makeup. Or you know what, we're on a roll with that. Let's finish the eye makeup and then we'll do the rest. Okay, so quick hit of brows. This is a little brow color. It's a universal color. It's by the brand Winky Lux. I'm using right now the little spoolie part. That's just to get everything to like lay where I want it to lay. And then I'm gonna get real close and personal here. And we are going to fill in some brows. Now, whenever I use my phone as a camera, which is what I film with to do lives, I don't feel like I do the best job. So I'm gonna hold my mirror right here, and I'm just gonna quickly go ahead and do my brows. Now what I'm doing is just going along my natural brow area, maybe like a little bit wider because I have very thin brows. So a little bit wider, and then on it. So again, natural looking makeup, nothing too crazy. Super simple. I like this brow pencil because it is universally flattering. So that means like anyone can wear this color, which is crazy. You can see I have really dark eyebrows and it works well. It stays on. It's easy to glide. And then I like that it has the double end to it. So you can go ahead and then put them into place. Okay. So super quick hit for the eyebrows. And of course you can make that way thicker. Like it's up to you how you do your brows. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and brush them to kind of blend everything. And I think we're good. If you want, you could brush your brows up, give them a little bit of more lift, which I like to do. Perfection, yay. Okay, throw some shadow and mascara, and then we'll go back to the top part of my hair because I think the bottom part has set pretty well right now. Okay, this is one of my favorite brands of makeup. This is by Urban Decay. It's a cool palette. I love the natural colors with this one. And I just like swipe the heck out of it. So we got swipe, swipe, swipe. I do all the light colors first. I go up to my brow line. Did the same thing where I swiped all the way across it. I'm up at my brow line. And then if I want a little extra highlighter, I'll go for that lightest color. Go right underneath. Go right underneath. And then darker colors are great for contouring. Right there. You can also use your finger to blend if you want. And right there. Okay. And then we have our natural looking makeup, which is fabulous. And then I'm gonna follow up with some mascara. Again, trying to get out the door in like 20-25 minutes is always my goal with hair, makeup, skincare. It takes a little longer when I have to straighten my hair, but I'm tracking really well right now, so that's good. Okay, here's the mascara I like to use. Again, one thing I would prefer is to use it with a mirror. It just makes it easier. So this one is a tubing mascara by the brand Tarte. And it gives you really good long lashes. So there's one coat on. That one doesn't have it yet. You can just see the difference right there. And I like it because it's also like a pretty natural looking mascara. So I'm coating my lashes. Super simple. And then if I want to go through and do a second coat or do the tips, I can. Easy. So there we go. That is the Tarte Tartelette XL. Great one right there. So simple makeup look, isn't it? I like just super natural makeup. We can also put on a little lip color. This one's one of my favorite lip colors. This is by the brand Clinique, and this is the Almost Lipstick in Black Honey. So it looks super dark, but look at what it looks like on. So just like this beautiful tint actually kind of matches my shirt right now. And also what's really neat about this is it's universal. So another universally flattering color, which means anyone can wear it. It doesn't matter what your skin tone is, what your coloring is. Everyone looks good in this color, Black Honey. This stuff is amazing. It's like a viral color that's been viral for a really long time with Clinique. I think it's the #1 selling lip color in the US. Like that's pretty crazy. So that's one of my go-tos for lips. All right, now we gotta go and finish out the hair. And let's take down the top so you guys can see what we're working with here. So we're gonna do sections. Okay, so there's the first section. Gonna clip it right there. Put my glove back on. And now it's time to straighten. So I'm just combing down. That is all I'm doing. I'm using the comb and I'm combing down. And again, you can actually put your fingers on this part. It won't scald it, but your hair gets really hot. So that's why I wear the glove. And then you can also up comb, which means like you do it from underneath and comb it through. I like to do that because it flips the ends out, makes it really pretty. And you just go through and do your hair. Okay, how quick was that, right? Look at that, that looks so good. Okay, now we gotta do the other side. Boom. I'm gonna take this top piece, keep this one clipped up for now. And there we go. Let's do a good before and after. So I'm just taking my hair, running it through this, getting it nice and sleek. This is the time-o, it works so well. And then you can go underneath and comb it through. And when you do that a few times, you'll see that the ends will just naturally flip. Now, I also like to take this hand that has the glove and I kind of put a finger underneath and I guide it through with that. I don't know why I do that. I think it just kind of makes it feel like it gives it a tighter pull and helps keep it nice and straight. Because you could hold your hair or not hold your hair. You really don't even need to hold your hair with this. Like you could just go like that. But I feel like then sometimes the hair starts getting out of the comb. So by putting my hand underneath it, directly underneath it, it's just guiding the hair through the comb right there. Okay, so you can see how shiny it's making my hair look too. And that's just really awesome. Okay, so did that top part. Not pretty. Okay, now we gotta get the very tippy top. The tip top. And thank you everyone for subscribing. If you're into skincare and beauty, I tend to do a lot of that. Okay, I'm gonna leave one little piece to do after. This is how I wore my hair like every day in high school. Fun fact, my 20-year high school reunion is this weekend. Oh wait, I'm holding it with the wrong hand. There we go. And actually it's past our 20 year because I think COVID happened during our actual 20 years, so we never had our 20 year. So we're doing a fun family day at a park on Friday, which is gonna be super cool. And then we're doing an adults only, like kind of happy hour on Saturday, which I'm excited about too. So it'll be fun to hang out, see people. I've actually stayed best friends with some of my friends from high school, like a few of them, just a small core group of us. So I see them all the time. So it's not like I'm going in and I haven't seen anyone. And then the rest of the people, it'll be cool to, I knew I was about to throw that. Cool to catch up or not, whatever. I'm sure it'll be cool to catch up. Thanks to social media, don't you just feel like you kind of know about everyone's lives and, you know, it's like nothing's really changed because you see them online all the time. Okay, so I'm just hitting that back piece right there. And then let's go ahead and style the front. I like a little bit of volume, so I love what it's doing naturally right now. That's awesome. And then we're just gonna kind of hit the ends again here in the front. If you saw at the beginning of this live what I looked like, you will know that this is quite the transformation, all within 25 minutes. That's really, really impressive right there. Okay, wow. Let's do this piece though. See how this one's still wavy? Let's get that one hit. So we'll take that through. Sometimes the back is the hardest, right? Especially when you're just, it's easier to focus on what's in the front and neglect the back. So we're gonna hit the top part and then I'm gonna do right here as well. There we go. And underneath it. Okay. Awesome. Okay, this thing works so fabulous. I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna turn it off button right there. And then I set it on my little hot pad that I have. And I can take this glove and be done with that too. Okay, there's the full look, you guys. I think, let me just make sure I don't have any other products I wanna just share. No, the only other thing I have was my nail polish remover because I need to paint my toes and I have to take off the nail polish I have. So that is it. That is getting ready in 25 minutes or less. Yes, I did it. My goal was 20, 25, I'll take it. And I am ready for the day. So thanks for hanging out with me on this Get Ready Live. It's always a pleasure. And if you wanna shop the links, they're all in the Amazon carousel when you click over to that. All right, bye everyone. See you next time.